Sean O'Malley. In fact, no, let me redo that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by the one and only bantamweight champion of the world, Sean. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Brother Bisping, how's it going? Not too bad. Just enjoying this beautiful weather before it gets too hot. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I see you sitting in that big throne that you've got there. I saw that on a YouTube video recently. It's quite the throne for a king.
Yeah, I know. I just, they get you on the internet sometimes. I don't even know what I was looking up, but I seen this and I was like, I have to have it.
You got to have it. How much does one pay for something like that?
You know what? I don't even look at this point, Bisping. I don't even know at this point.
It's like, whatever. Give me two.
Yeah, exactly.
It's quite the shot of your balls that we'd have as well if you moved your hands. They are very strategically placed.
You know what? Sorry about that, brother.
Oh, you're good, buddy. You're good. Listen, Sean, thanks for your time today, buddy. Got to start with this. As you know, I'm boys with Chito, but I've got to 100% respect what I saw there. That really was something special. It was a phenomenal performance. Chito's a tough bastard, and you made him prove how tough he was. It was from start to finish, sublime, beautiful, technically proficient. I mean, it was perfect. It was one of the best performances I've seen.
I appreciate that, Bisping. I've known you always been Chito's boy, and you've always kept it unbiased. I've always appreciated that. So yeah, appreciate the performance overall. I felt like it was beautiful. Didn't quite get the finish, but it is what it is. It's the next best thing that could have happened without getting a finish is whooping ass for 5 rounds.
Yeah. Look, listen, I mean, we all want to get a finish, but also you were able to go out there and show the world what you're capable of. I mean, that, as I say, I've said it multiple times, that was some of the best boxing, the best display of balance and accuracy. Because a lot of people, I get frustrated sometimes. You see people running in with the punches and being reckless, and they fall into the clinch. It's like be in control of yourself, be in control of your weapons, your balance, your precision, your shot selection, everything. It was something special, man. The work you've done, it's really showing.
Yeah, the greasy hair really helped me just stay balanced and really helped me pinpoint my shots.
The greasy hair, man. Why would you do that, Sean?
Just in case. You never know. No, yeah, that was a weird one. I feel like, I mean, even in the pictures or the video you watch, I feel like you can see if someone's hair is greasy. It's pretty visual. My hair was as beautiful as ever, and I thought that was a weird one. I feel bad for the guy. I'm like, just say I got my ass kicked. You get more fans. He's losing fans per minute.
You're putting me in a tricky spot here.
Yeah. Well.
I shouldn't have asked for this interview. Cheetah, I'm going to get a phone call from Cheetah going, what the f*** Bisping? I thought we were friends. It's like, bro, this is what I do. This is how I make a living.
I brought it up. That's on me.
No, I know. I'm literally joking. I don't care. I'll slap him. So, I mean, where did we start? I mean, you and Chito, you've shared the ring for 5 rounds, and it was the second fight. I see you got the poster in the background. Will you guys ever be good? Will you ever bury the hatchet?
I feel like in my position, the one that's, the alpha, the king, it's easier for me to say, yeah, you know what, I don't mind the dude. But for him, I don't know if he says it's not personal. He says I'm just another guy, but he's probably has nightmares of me at night. He probably wakes up in sweat thinking about me punching him. So I don't know. That's on him. I don't really, I'm not running low on friends, so I don't really, need another guy, buddy.
Yeah.
But you never know. We'll see how it plays out.
Not running low on friends, I think, is an understatement. The champion of the world, you're everyone's favorite fighter these days. You're topping the bill in Miami. You're flying around the world in private jets. I mean, life is pretty good now, Sean, right?
Yeah, I mean, life has been good for a long time. Even, before I was champ, I was living like the champ. I think it's just a mindset. It's I was able to do that financially too, which I'm in a unique position. I feel like I've been making championship money for the last few years, but now that I'm actually making the pay-per-view money, woo-wee.
Yeah, and you deserve it, man. You really do. Talk to me about this, though, like young Sean. I mean, obviously, you always had belief in yourself, and a popular term that people use these days is I manifested it. But you always believe in yourself, and as fighters, you have to. But have you even surprised yourself at how successful you've been?
I wouldn't say I surprised myself in that sense how successful I have been. I think more so it's like I don't even know if surprising is the right word. It's more like just mind blowing how just my career's played out. Even still watching back the Aljo fight, going in there with an injury. Aljo's the hardest guy in the division for me at the time, and to go out there and put his lights out in 2 was just crazy. And then the Chito rematch, it's like that was the biggest fight in the division because of how the first fight played out. So just how my career's played out, it's just crazy. But I definitely wouldn't say I'm surprised. I still have, when I'm that young buck looking into the future, I'm not even really close to where I'm gonna be. Like I'm gonna be, and I've said it since before I even got to the UFC. I'm gonna be bigger than Conor. People think that's a stab at Conor from me, but it's nothing. I'm probably the biggest Conor fan. It's just a good goal metric of where I want to be, and that's bigger than Conor. And I'm not there yet. I'm on my way, but I'm really not even that close yet. When you talk about how many pay-per-views he's done, top 10, he's like 7 out of the top 10. Like I'm not even close there. I'm closer than I was, a year ago, 2 years ago, fucking last week, but I'm not really there yet. So I just use that bigger than Conor as a crazy metric of where I want to be.
How old are you now, Sean?
29.
29. I mean, you got bags and bags and bags of time to go. We've got to talk about what's next, though. Merab Dvalishvili, I'm sure you see Merab as some like little annoyance, just nipping at your heels and talking shit and stealing your jacket and all this type of stuff. I did like your tweet, Merab's next, 2025. And everyone was like, this is great. I'm like, guys, is nobody seeing that he said 2025 and we're in March?
Yeah. I just, Merab's easy to get angry. He's just he's got short man syndrome, first of all. His just ugly as could be. So he's like, that's got to play a role in life. That would suck. So I just, just pecking at the little guy.
Yeah. So who is it next, though? Is it going to be Merab? Is it Nurmagomedov? Is it?
Yeah, it's definitely leaning. Yeah, definitely leaning towards Merab. The Ilia fight, that's a potential big fight someday. If I go out there, win a few more, Ilia, keeps doing what he's doing and wins a few more. That could be a massive fight end of next year. I would say if we both go out there and do what we need to do, that could be a massive fight someday. But I think it's leaning towards Merab next, which is, a lot of people say I'm ducking him and I don't want that fight, but I don't mind that fight. I don't look at that fight and go, oh God, I look at the Ilia fight and think, okay, fuck, this is kind of scary. Merab's scary in his own way. He's got 5 rounds cardio. It's guaranteed he's going to push the pace. Guaranteed he's going to shoot. He's guaranteed he's going to, bring it. But I knocked those kind of people out. I didn't knock Chito out, but it's not like I got tired and I could have kept going. I could have Chito up for another 5 rounds. Like that was, but it wasn't the rest. Obviously it's different cardio, kickboxing.
Your phone's on the move. The phone's on the move. It's got a. You got a ghost, bro.
No, my little puppy hit the table. But yeah, Merab's a good challenge. Sheepadoodle.
A sheepadoodle.
Yeah, sheepdog poodle.
Okay. I have what is it? A Yorkie poo. A Yorkie
poo. One of those little mutts, huh?
Yeah, little shit. Yeah. He's all right. What's the multi-poo called? Or the sheepy poo, whatever the hell it is. What's it called?
What's her name?
Yeah.
Mary Jane.
Of course it is. My guy's Harry.
I got Kush and Mary Jane. They're my little pups. But
nice.
But yeah, fuck her out. I'm gonna beat his ass.
All right, okay, and I look forward to it. When the day comes. Give me your thoughts on Ilia Topuria. Do you see some kind of some parallels between what you're doing right now, because you've just become the champion, you're a huge star, Topuria on the flip side at 45, and I mean from a respect angle. I mean he's making huge waves. He's ridiculously popular out there in Spain. I think I just saw that is him and his wife or him and his girlfriend. I'm not sure which she is. They're like the face of Dolce & Gabbana, some new perfume or something.
Really?
Some big, yeah. When are we going to see Sean O'Malley with some, I don't know, your own fragrance?
Shit, I got my own fragrance right now. I just got done gaming for 4 hours. I got that Call of Duty stench.
There you go.
But yeah, I think I like what Ilia's doing. For me, in my position, a superstar. You want another star. You want another guy. You want a Conor. You need a Floyd to have that Conor match. You need a Conor and a Khabib. You need the two stars. I'm always looking for a star. Like, I'm looking for that next guy. Merab definitely ain't a superstar, but I'll go whoop his ass, and I'll make myself become more of a star. Ilia has to go out there, beat whoever's next, whether it's Max or Ortega or, who knows? Whoever, he goes out and does his thing. I'm going to continue to do my thing, and I look forward to, a super fight. That's what I've been in this sport for since the beginning. It was because I wanted to be in the biggest fights on the biggest stages. So I like when I see someone like Ilia become a superstar.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Talk to me about Cory Sandhagen. What's your feelings on this guy?
Very dangerous, very skilled. I'm a fan of his work. I'm a fan of his style. Very dangerous guy. And he'll probably fight. I'm hearing him versus Umar is probably what's going to be next. So I would imagine I go out there, beat Merab, and I'll probably fight the winner of one of those two. That's what I would, if I had to guess and look into the future, that could be it.
Yeah, does that kind of, I don't know, because I think you were talking about this recently. Umar Nurmagomedov having the last name Nurmagomedov, right?
Yeah.
That would be a massive, massive fight, which of course you take a cut in being the champ. Would it be somewhat bittersweet if Sandhagen was to beat him and take that opportunity away?
If he goes out there and beats him in spectacular fashion, which he very, very well could, hopefully that he creates a star out of that. Hopefully but I do think Umar's a bigger fight, which is weird just because I've never sat down and actually watched Umar fight. I've, watched Cory fight a bunch, but Umar Nurmagomedov could be they could just sell that fight. Irish versus Russia, Khabib Conor too at 35. It would be huge. And like I said, that's what I'm here for, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cory beats Umar.
Yeah. You never know. Life since the fight, what is it? Almost 2 weeks?
Yep.
When was it? About 2 weeks ago, right? How's it been, man? What have you been doing? What have you been up to?
Honestly, this is the most back to just normal life, the fastest it's ever been. I haven't really went out and partied. I haven't celebrated, with the boys. I haven't drank. I haven't stayed out all night. I haven't done anything. I've just been, honestly, just been playing a ton of Call of Duty and chilling. Just been chilling. It's absolutely perfect outside in Arizona right now. I have a farm out here, so I got a little trampoline for Elena, a swing by it. I take her outside every morning, and it's perfect out. So I've been able to hang out with Elena a bunch. Been able to. It's so nice to be able to go. Went out to eat last night. Ordered half the menu just because I can. So I've been eating good. I've been sleeping good, which is nice. Been gaming, been chilling, and mentally just kind of ready to get back to work. And I'm this close to greatness. I'm right there to where I could be talked about forever, which I've never really cared about because when you're I've always looked at it like when I'm dead, I'm dead. Who gives a f if people talk about me? But now that I'm this close to it, I'm like, that's pretty cool. It's you try to find motivation wherever you can find it. When you haven't made it yet, it's easy to find motivation because you have to pay your bills. You have to become successful. You have to not worry about working. I don't have to ever work or fight or do anything ever again. So my motivation now is greatness, is chasing, legendary status.
Legacy. Leaving a legacy, leaving your family name behind. I mean, it's beautiful. It really is. I think people will be surprised, Sean, to hear that given the stardom, the level that you've reached, and then you come back and you're just playing Call of Duty and hanging out with your daughter. I mean, that's beautiful. I love that. And that's what keeps you grounded and humble and all the rest of it. Yeah, you talk shit and you're confident, but you got to be as a fighter. But outside of that, you're playing Call of Duty and hanging out with your daughter. I mean, that's beautiful.
It's, what I just find every fight camp I go through, every 12 weeks, dialed in, focused, eating good, sleeping good, no distractions. You just have this certain level of peace you find. And then I realize, I'm like, okay, that's, way more, life's more enjoyable in that kind of mindset and that peace that I have in camp. So I kind of just I'm trying to replicate that outside of camp with the no distractions and just, going out to the club. It's just kind of, you go, one thing leads to another, and then you're, trying to I'm trying to just keep my head straight and focus and do what I need to do, and I can celebrate and enjoy. If I want to go out and do all that stuff after I'm done fighting.
Yeah, no, and it's overrated anyway. And you're just going to be surrounded by a bunch of hanger-oners. They're not your real friends. They're just trying to hang on because you're the champ, and it makes them look cool. Get an Instagram picture. It's all bullshit. It's all fake. None of it really even matters. You're not even like a drinker or a party animal anyway, right?
I went through my stages. I've been through my stages. I've been to the point where I'm just like, fuck, it's Friday night. I want to go out with the boys. I want to go to the club. I've been through my phases that I don't even know. I mean, right now in this mindset, this Sean O'Malley, I don't really care to, do that very often. I am. UFC 300 is coming up, and I do host an after party at Zook in Vegas at Resorts World. So, I definitely, that'll be my first time celebrating, the title defense with the fellas. And so I will go out for that. But in this mindset, I mean, I don't really have the urge to go and party and do that. So I feel good right now, but I also know myself. I go through phases. I go through stages, and sometimes, I'm hoping I don't have to go through another one of those stages. But if I
do. But going out and partying, for a lot of people, that's escapism. It's because they're working Monday to Friday in the bullshit 9 to 5 job. You've cracked it. You're doing incredible things. Your life right now, I'm assuming, is a bed of roses comparable to a lot of other people's lives. So you don't need that escapism because your day-to-day life is fantastic. Talking about the after party at UFC 300, am I invited or what, Sean? I'm going to be there. I'll be offended if I don't get one.
I would love to take a shot of tequila, drink some Happy Dads. That would be incredible. I'm going to actually go to 300. Then right after, heading over to Zook. Better be there.
Nice. No, I will be avoiding that like the plague. I don't go to clubs these days. Fuck that shit, man. I can't stand it. I can't, honestly. It drives me mad. You got to shout. You got to scream. You're like, what did you say? Don't give a fuck about looking cool with the bottles and any of that stuff. Paying over the top prices, like, off. Could not care less. Sean, I'll let you go in just a minute. When this is all said and done, when you wrap up this legendary career, what does that look like? How many defenses? Crossover to the boxing world. I mean, Ryan Garcia, what the fuck is going on over there, man?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, all said, done, end it like Khabib, undefeated, as everyone has finally came to agree that I am undefeated. It's official. It's on my shirt, dog. I am officially 18-0, 19-0, I forget. But that's nice. So ideally, end it undefeated. That would be great. I definitely look forward to defending the title multiple times at 35. Whether I go up to 45 someday or not, it's not really necessarily in my plans. I don't need to. I can make 35, relatively easily. I mean, I make it, and I wouldn't mind going up and doing champ. That's definitely something I would like to do, but I'm not set on that. It is what it is. We're just going to kind of go with the flow, but I do think that Ilia fight will happen in the next year. So I think at the end of next year, probably, if I had to guess, that Ilia fight happens. But boxing, I would love a mega fight. I would love a super fight. Ryan Garcia is not an option at this point. The dude is absolutely brain dead. He's probably, I'll be surprised if he's around. I'll be surprised if he's around in the next few years. He's not doing good. He's not where he needs to be. He's probably not surrounded by the people he needs to be surrounded by. So, boxing wise, Floyd's always an option. He's, still running around. He's getting older. The older he gets, the less likely he has of taking right hands. So, that's always kind of an option. And it sounds crazy, but Floyd does that. He does those crazy fights. If I'm that big of a superstar in 2-3 years, that fight very well could happen. And so that's an option. I mean, the other boxers are possible options, but right now I'm zero desire to box. I'm totally focused on just defending the title.
But an exhibition match, you could probably do that though anyway.
Be incredible. I would love that.
No, but I'm talking about contractually. I'm not sure. I don't know what it says, but an exhibition match, I don't know if it's not professional. Anyway, last question before I let you go, and thanks again for your time. I was actually trying to convince my wife, because I've got to come to Phoenix, a little bit of business. Kids are off school next week. So I said, well, why don't, Rebecca, that's my wife, and Lucas, why don't we go to Phoenix, right, make a little trip of it? I said, I've been there before. There's nice ranches. You can go out on horseback and all the rest of it. she's still got some convincing to do. She doesn't want to spend any extra time with me. But if I did manage to convince her, where would you recommend we go? If we come to Phoenix for a couple of days, what is on the itinerary?
Phoenix for a couple of days. I mean, there's definitely great places to eat. You're in California, so I mean, there's great places to eat there. So I don't know if there's any better places to eat here. Fuck, I don't even know what there
what
is.
about like ranches and outside stuff to do? We want to get out in nature and see cacti and and go. Is there like good ranches and stuff? Do you know? Is that not you? Is that not your world?
I just am not very familiar with that stuff because I literally don't. I just train, game, chill. But if you guys come out towards Arizona and you got a couple hours, I would love to take you on my golf cart. You'd show you a bunch of the properties around out my house.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I would. It's beautiful out here. So yeah, if you definitely come, I would love to show you around the old neighborhood.
Yeah. Until the day comes, you're like, oh my God, fucking Bisping's here. He fucking showed up. It was a half-assed invitation on the podcast.
No,
Sean,
full invitation, 100% invitation. Let me know.
You got my number. You're a good man. Still Team Sandoval?
100% still Team Sandoval. I'm actually show you real quick. I'm building a full size. Let me turn this camera around here. See if I know how to. Well, I guess we'll just do it like this. Put a full size octagon right here. That I kind of laid out where the octagon's going to be, so I can get an idea. Put a full size octagon in here, weightlifting shit. I'm gonna have So I got a nice 4,000 square foot warehouse I just built, and it's gonna be epic.
Is that on your property, Sean? Oh, the mic is gone.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good. So the warehouse that you're in there, is that on your property?
Yeah. This is on my house, on my property. I'm about to. I have a couple acres. I'm about to buy. There's 2.5 acres I just went for sale right behind my house. So I'm about to just pull the trigger and build a crazy barn dominium house, kind of like a dream home, something just crazy. Because I need it. I don't need it, but I'm making all this money. I'm like, fuck, I gotta spend it. So I'm about to build something crazy on my property, and life's good.
Living the dream, man. Living the dream. Congratulations on everything. Thank you again for your time. I look forward to the Sugar Show continuing. All the best, brother.
Yes, sir. Boom. Thank you, Bisping.
My man. Bro. There he is.